Here I'm starting with a line across the page and a point at either end. The line represents the horizon. Now somewhere below the horizon I'm drawing a vertical line and connecting top and bottom to the point on the right and the point on the left. I'm then drawing a second vertical line to the left of the first and connecting the top to the point on the horizon furthest away, and finally doing the same on the other side. I'm drawing very light construction lines, and when I'm happy with the position of these, I'm going over them with a heavier line. Practice will enable you to work at speed with reasonable accuracy, but we're not striving for perfection, and it's a mistake to aim for neatness. Here I'm doing the same again, starting with a vertical line which represents the front edge of the box, connecting that to the 2 points on the horizon and going from there. The reason for doing everything first in construction lines is to allow me the opportunity to make changes to my work in order that it accurately represents the idea or image I have in my head. They're really light lines that never need rubbing out or removing. They form a kind of framework, a bit like the lines on a page that help you write in a straight line, or a kind of scaffolding upon which to build. You'll notice that I'm looking down on all of these boxes. That's because they're below the horizon. I can see 3 surfaces on each, the top and 2 sides. When I draw above the horizon, you'll notice that there are still 3 surfaces visible. We can still see the 2 sides, but now the base rather than the top. And this is because we're looking up at the shapes. These are drawn in exactly the same way with 3 vertical lines. 3 lines that converge on one point on the horizon and 3 converging on the other. Again, the aim is not neatness. This exercise is to improve our ability to work quickly with some level of accuracy. As a designer, I need to record or convey my ideas quickly. My client needs to be able to read and understand my designs, but isn't interested in time-consuming works of art. Be willing to make mistakes, particularly whilst building construction lines. The construction lines tell the story of how your thoughts and ideas are developing. They help the client to read the page and to understand the decisions you've made. Now finally, you'll notice that we're either looking down or up at these shapes. We can still see the horizon. So what if we position a shape on the horizon? Well, we won't be able to see the top of it or the bottom, just the 2 sides. In 2-point perspective drawings such as this one, we should only have 3 types of line. There should be vertical lines which represent the edges of the shapes, lines which converge at the left-hand point on the horizon, and lines that converge on the right-hand point. With repetition, creating boxes in 2-point perspective becomes second nature, and with that, it's time to add another level of complexity. Here I'm adding construction lines which would make the boxes see-through if they were heavier. The ones I'm selecting to darken have the effect of making the boxes look hollow, some of them standing upright, some on their sides, and some upside down. The ability to construct boxes of all shapes, sizes and proportions in 2-point perspective, hollow and solid, is key to being a designer, since we construct almost all other shapes within these boxes. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Product Designer Maker. Thanks for watching.